Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome back to 1.3 Imperator Rome, sponsored by Paradox. So, the 1.3 patch has just come out for Imperator Rome, along with the 3 Punic content pack, which includes a few new, unit looks, for instance, the Carthaginian ships, in addition to a few new, decision mission trees. We're going to dive in, and we're going to do a new game, because I would like to play as Carthage. I want to play as Carthage for a little while. I was considering it for the very first playthrough I did on the channel, but the reason I didn't is I wanted to play a little bit more off to the side and play part of, Alexander's Fallen Empire. Of course, Imperator Rome, those of you who don't know, is a grand strategy game by Paradox in the same vein as European Desires 4, etc., but set after the fall of Alexander the Great's empire and the rise of Rome, which, funnily enough, the big trading power at the time, or the big naval power, I guess, is Carthage, and we will be playing as Carthage. Carthage, Carthaginian heritage, Historic Republic, Cainite, Punic. So this is the Punic content pack. It's all about Carthage, as you might have guessed. You might have heard of the Punic Wars. There were 3 of them. Carthage didn't come out too well. It's a bit unfortunate. So we're going to be diving in and playing as Carthage. Now, just to let you know, there is a free week going on for Imperator Rome. If you do want to play Imperator Rome and you're dubious about buying it or anything, it's free right now, so I guess you can play it for free and then not buy it or buy it, depending on whatever you choose. You don't really lose anything, except, I guess, the download time. So, depending on where you are, that might be a few seconds, or, on my old dial-up connection, it could have been a lot longer. Right, I'm glad this day is behind me. The link, by the way, is down below for that, so if you do wish to check out the free week, it's down below. We are going to be diving in as Carthage, and I think we're just going to start on normal settings. Sons of Tyre. An ancient and proud civilization, Carthage holds a firm grip on the southern coast of the Mediterranean. Numerous colonial dependencies lie enthralled to the maritime giant, dotted on the coast of Iberia and on islands through the western parts of the sea. Yeah, straight up, Carthage is kind of messy, and if you start playing a Rome, you're like, hey, everything I own is here. Carthage is like, I own this, and 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 much of it as a colonial kind of overlord. Yeah. Hey, they did colonialism early. I don't know who did the earliest colonialism in the world, but hey, Carthage is doing a colonialism. Right. The seafaring heritage of the Carthaginians remain unparalleled, extending territorial and economic dominance far and wide. Yeah, they basically controlled, most of the trade in the Mediterranean. They were a naval powerhouse. And that's one of the reasons that Romans didn't do too well against them, at least initially early on, is the Romans weren't ever a naval powerhouse in the same way that, say, Carthage was. Later on, obviously, their navy got a lot better, but broad strokesing it, that's because Rome got a lot better. It wasn't, specifically the navy. It was just, hey, we got more Rome. That's me very broad strokesing it. I've never been a Roman historian or archaeologist. For me, it's kind of that pop culture of everybody likes Rome. The Romans are so popular. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to study weird esoteric things like human evolution and disease. Sometimes at the same time. You get the point. So in terms of Roman history, I am not the expert on this. So just, everything I say comes with the broad strokes of it comes from the people on my course and so on. Because I study archaeology who actually did Roman history. They'd be the people to ask. I don't know why you're watching me play the game. I've just kind of sold you on them. Maybe I'll get them to play the game. They can pretend to be E. I'll be like, hi, my name's EE. I don't know why I went to school with Americans now. I didn't. Actually, I did. There was one American. Right. Sorry, very weird tangent here. It's a weird tangent kind of day. The seafaring heritage, blah, blah, blah. However, the island of Sicily remains a constant thorn on the side of Carthaginian hegemony for many decades. Agathocles, the self-styled tyrant of Syracuse, still reigns in the eastern part of the island, having secured a tentative peace with Carthage and prolonging Greek presence there for the time being. Further north, the young and uncivilized Italic states wage bitter wars on each other. The rumors that the one significant state is emerging to change the balance of power. They call themselves Rome. Carthage. Okay. So, yeah, Syracuse over here is kind of a mess. It's annoying us. We're like, hey, I want Sicily. And they're like, nah. That's a good summary. It's maybe a little bit, blunt. But it's true. Anyway, So Carthage, as you can see here, we are the light green area that owns all of this, and all of this, and this, and this, and this. The idea being, as you can imagine, like, we've had a few diplomatic incidents and wars and so on. Like, imagine this was a game earlier on where you went, you know what, I don't care about border gore. And you said, hey, I needed ports to extend my naval range, and that's what Carthage kind of has done. We also own bits in southern Spain. Because why not? I believe you... Yep, I'm your overlord. We own a good chunk around here. Are you independent? You are. You're a tribe. Same for you. Over here we own this. These guys are kind of all of a bit of a mess. I am your overlord. Excellent. I'm your overlord. I'm your overlord. And there's a whole load of little states here, of which we are also the overlord. Are we your overlord? Yes. So early on as Carthage, you've got a few targets to hit if you want to actually attack militarily, which we probably do. It's this one. This is the one. Just one. I tell a lie. Like, you can attack some up here in Spain or Iberia. You could possibly go and try and do some stuff up here, although you'd have to try and colonize that first or go for the tribes. Or maybe make a bit of an inroad over here, because I believe you... There we go. Those three are not under our yoke. But, again, tiny, big enemy. The only real enemy here is you that would actually make a big difference. And that would allow us to grab a large chunk of the Mediterranean. So that's probably what I'll be aiming for. We're also going to be aiming to try and integrate as much as we can. Let's quickly grab our ideas. We'll grab morale of armies. Shipbuilding is tempting, but I want the reinforced speed. Like, hey, shipbuilding is great, don't get me wrong. They've massively changed how ships work since 1.0, which was the last one we actually played on the channel. It's been, you know, 0.1, 0.2, now 0.3 since we played. So there's been quite a few changes, including the fact you might notice up here, if you haven't played since then or watched since then, they completely got rid of mana. The 4 different, like, civic types are gone now. You basically got political influence, which is just your nebulous political influence over, you know, the country, other people, etc. And military experience, which is kind of a bit like the military mana. That's the only one that's really stayed in its true form. And then money. Money's a bit more important now. It could be used for a few of the things that mana used to be used for. But otherwise, it's a bit more disparate in the effects of different things, I would say. Right. For our last one, I'm probably going to say loyalty. Like, loyalty is a pretty solid one to pick. Now we get more monthly loyalty and national Freemason happiness. It used to be that you got +1 mana, I think, from what I recall, for everything, which was, you know, a total of +4 mana a month, which is great. These days, this is less important. I'm still going to pick ones that match, because I don't really have a massive need to go for anything different. But I can certainly see the appeal now of maybe going for a different combination instead of going for your standard, I need a military, I need a military, I need an oratory. Right. Inventions. Note that you get inventions with money now. Again, these are things that changed a long while ago. I think we're going to go for supply limit. And then... claim fabrication speed. Ooh. Let's use our unused trade route. Now, as Carthage, we do get war elephants, and I kind of want to get a surplus of elephants so that we have plus 10% war elephant discipline. I really want to do that. Yeah, we'll need another one to get that, but sure. Right. Omen, I'm thinking quite honestly that right now we'll probably want to go like a global food buff to be able to increase population. I know that discipline would be the one we want during a war, but it's going to take us a little while to go to war. So covert action, fabricate claim, that's going to take us 20 political influence. And then get your commander. You're in. 9 is pretty good. Now, one of the things that's massively changed in this patch is that you can kind of... Coach isn't the right word. Nurture, I guess, is the right word. You can nurture characters and try and train them in certain things. Without actually doing training, you can basically say, hey, do this job. They get better at that job as time goes by. Normally, there's a certain element of randomness to it, but if you get people to be, say, a military general from the age of 16, they tend to be a pretty damn good military general by the age of 48, instead of if you just, didn't give them a job and then put them in at 48, because otherwise they might be, experts in watching Netflix. Okay, they probably wouldn't be experts in watching Netflix. The lack of televisions and computers might be a bit of a problem for that, let alone the lack of the internet. But you get the idea. They haven't spent that time being a general, and because of that, they kind of suck at being a general. It's actually pretty simple. It's something that wasn't in the game before, but makes a lot of sense now it is. I'd actually want to recruit something to this army. I think we're going to recruit a war elephant, bring that up to 2 war elephants. Now, you can get supply trains these days, which allow you to basically increase how much supply limit you can get. I think temporarily, like they have a certain amount of food in them, and when you eat that food, then you suffer the attrition. Which is a lovely system. It means that instead of just being like, I'm going to suffer attrition here, as you move through different areas, you're like, hey, I can suffer attrition for a while and eat that attrition, more specifically eat the food on the supply train, or sometimes even eat the donkeys. I'm not going to judge. I don't know what donkey meat tastes like. I'm thinking of eating donkey from Shrek now. It's a very different thought. But anyway, I think we'll also grab maybe slingers, possibly hoplites. Like, I want to grab something a bit tougher. I think we'll go 2 hoplites because they're good against light infantry, and there aren't many... what are they called? Trying to find the word. There aren't many heavier forces, that's the word, in North Africa. Like, most people tend to be skirmishers. So getting a few hoplites will probably help. You, on the other hand... Get you another war elephant. And a slinger, sure. Right, Navy. No, the Navy is a lot more in detail now. We've got the Hexerer, the Terrorer, the Trimarine, and the Liburnian. Also, I think the model is slightly different for us because the Punic content patch, which you can download for free. If you own the game, by the way, you do need to activate the download for it, because it's a DLC, but it's a free DLC. So you can go on and download that, and it makes the Carthaginian ships have their own little look, along with missions, which, ta-da! An end to Sicilian warfare. The Axis of Africa. Aftermath of the Revolution. Disastrous war in Sicily. The traitorous suffer it, but I'm going to try to sell our lands against tyrannical power for himself. Secure fitting at home. Conquer western North Africa. Okay, that seemed good to me. I was planning to go against Western North Africa, and that's annex the whole of Sicily. Let's do this one. Okay. The Massilians, they will since be under our rule, are fickle subjects. We can never be certain if they fight us for their liege or defect to the enemy. Complete this task will result in war between... Oh, hello. Ah, so it's you. You're pretty big. And this will start a war against them. Okay, sure. The shield that guards around Africa. The country modifier access for Africa will be available while this mission is active and will disappear while it's aborted or completed. Integration speed, subject opinion. Okay, that's great. We can use that to get some really quick integration going. So I think what we do is we need to get you up to 195 to start. So relation action, improve opinion. Improve opinion. And that's us out of political influence. Also, the Gisgoid and the Bonanid family need more people. Okay. Oh, and they're the most prestigious families. Great. I pissed off the people who matter in the world. That's fun. By the way, one of the other changes is that there's less families, but the families themselves are generally more interesting and important. Which sounds like a good change to me, because otherwise you used to have, like when you're a sprawling empire at least, like a lot of families you're like, I don't know or care about you, Mr. So-and-so son of so-and-so, duke of so-and-so, partner of so-and-so, dog of so-and-so, lover of so-and-so. Like, it used to be like reading the Silmarillion in terms of how I cared about characters. These days, it's a little more reduced to like, hey, here are your families. Also, I really love the colorization here. It makes it so that you're flipping through the list really easy to be like, hey, you belong to a family. Rather than having to be like, hey, is your name Hananid? It's got two eyes. Is that the one I'm looking for? Hananid or Hananid? I don't... Now you're just like, hey, I'm looking for the dude with the red color. So we know we're looking for yellow and green. And you see they're being scorned already. So, let's open up our government. Show office. And we've got some crappy people down here. And hey, we're looking for a green dude. You're in. And yellow? Okay, we need yellow and red. I probably kicked someone out who's important. That is a downside. Sometimes I kick people out who matter. Okay, we need 2 yellow dudes. I may have kicked a lot of people out who matter. Okay, look. If there is a high-level yellow dude... you'll do. Oh, I kicked you. Okay. How are we doing? I've made it worse. We need 2 yellows and a red. I'm just going to put people who actually are good at their job in charge. I know, bit of a weird tactic. I've really pissed them off. They've got 1 out of their 4. And you've got 2. That's not good. I'm just going to ride it out for a little while. I know war's coming. The provocation of the Malaysian people's... Sorry, not the Malaysian people. That's a different place. The Masalian people has resulted in the most troubling situation. One of our most trusted diplomats to our tribal protectorate has seized on a trumped-up charge of inciting insurrection. His execution is inevitable, though we're left with a decision how best to portray this act to our citizens. Order of border skirmish and retaliation. We gain some popularity, and we lose 10,000 people. That's a lot of people to lose, but I'll go for it. You know what? We could do some popularity. speed up time a little bit. Oh, some of the people move to us. You know what, I'll move you closer as well, because I know this war's going to happen. Might as well be prepped. Oh, hello. Okay. So far, so good. People moving. They're kind of mad. Sure. Recruiting a war elephant. Oh, we already are recruiting the war elephants. It just takes so long. Okay. I thought I'd forgotten. I was like, you know, I thought I ordered a war elephant, but maybe I'm just forgetting it. You know, maybe I thought I did it, but I didn't. I've overhired people from these two families. That's part of the issue. Fun stuff. Their prestige is dropping because, you know, they're not important anymore. Whoops. Probably shouldn't be pissing them off in my first few days in office, but it's fun. The corrupt governor of Italia. Are you already loyal? Yeah, a bit. You know what? This is what governors do. I don't mind losing a bit of that's Sardinia actually. A bit of, you know, prestige in Sardinia. Okay, they're going to go off soon. I have a daughter. Alright, there's mutiny. Messengers arrived. The force have been raiding our towns and villages. It seems that the Massilians have shown their true colors. They have no loyalty to Carthage and surprisingly declared war on us after a minimum of baiting. We shall gather, mate, and we shall crush them beneath our heel. They will know their place before the end. We march at dawn. There we go. We got claims. Right. We're no longer importing wood. Well, we'll have to get our wood elsewhere. That sounded different in my head. Right. Hello. Can't import any elephants, which is kind of sucky. I wanted elephants. Horses, no. I guess we'll go salt. It's a solid pick. It's a soluble pick. I'll stop making jokes now. I will lie. I won't ever stop making jokes like that. They're too much fun. Right. Luckily, all of our allies are coming to war with us. Now, can't use our navy here because they're all inland, which puts a little bit of that disadvantage. We used to be we are this very powerful naval beast, but oh great, they're going for the war elephants. You know, I just trained those. They were not cheap. Right, split them apart. Oh, they're trying to train heavy infantry. Interesting. I'm going to attempt to get more elephants. Oh, have they just, like, taken my elephant province? I think they have. I can't get any more elephants. This is a heresy of the highest order. Right, get that fortress. It's also their capital. Alright, that should get them. Religious proceeding. Right, okay. I think what we do is the middle ground here. It gives us a bit of stability, a bit of loyalty, but we don't get any major buffs from it. Like, we could do this one, but we get national unrest and we lose stability. I don't want to lose stability this time. Do the religious proceeding. Okay, we got our Casus Belli with them. Go up to speed 4. Keep moving up. And, ooh, invention. Starting experience, ship damage taken. National tax seems a pretty solid one, but improve opinion maximum. That's going to allow us to be able to integrate people really easily. Speaking of which... There we go. We've got... how many going on there? 6. Okay. Chase them down. Oh, also this fire, that's new in this patch. Now they burn things and it makes me sad. Supply changes, by the way, supply trains are like a 1.3 change, so they're new with this patch. The fire is it the patch or is that in the DLC? It's in one of the two. It is in, I think it's in the patch. Yeah, it's a new feature. The Roman and Carthaginian mission packs are also in the Punic DLC. Like this is kind of an expanded version of what they have otherwise. But free DLC, like I said. There we go, get involved in that little fight there. At the very end. Come on, grab this. We are victorious! Yep, they're locked in. We're going to fight here. Oh, hello. Are you fighting me 2 versus 1? You attempted to for a moment. Alright, we're victorious there as well. Very well. Don't know where you're really planning on going, but we're going to chase down some enemies. Come on, be successful. 42% chance. Damn it. Another one failed. Here we go. And we got that one as well. Is that heavy cavalry? No, that can't be. A gift horse. Ooh. I'll take it. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. And then you learn about the Trojan horse, and then you're like, oh, I wish I'd looked that gift horse in the mouth. Right. That might be enough to end this war. No, it's not. Okay. Take their capital. There we go. And that's everything we can take. And our enemies deserve no quarter. We'll just kill them all off. Okay, you. Start integrating. We have someone imprisoned abroad? We'll talk about that in a moment. Right. Bad research ratio? Yeah, because we've got a load of tribesmen and stuff who are here. Right, you... come back over to here. You... here. Because we're going to be going to war against you soon. Oh! We can do declare war. The Senate is divided over it, but we can push it through. We could also threaten war. Can I want to declare? Yeah, I think we'll declare. I'm going to give it like a couple of months for us to get our forces back together. Do we want heavy infantry or heavy cavalry? Heavy infantry. They don't suffer penalties against war elephants, which we will encounter. Also, currently we're endorsing the military faction, I believe. Yeah, they're currently in power. We can push it to give them more seats in the Senate. There we go. Drop our stability a little bit, but get them a lot more seats, so they'll vote for more war stuff. Yeah, they're now behind it. The Senate approves. So instead of trying to force it through a Senate, which will be a bit divided, they're going to straight up be like, hey, yeah, we totally want to go to war. And I'm like, cool. War's good. Huh. What is it good for? Absolutely covering the world in your collar. Emperor Rome. Said again, yo. Okay. Yes, I will ransom back. Sure. Why not? Oh, they're going to do a fortress, which will be finished in October. We're going to have to go now. Don't let them finish that. Come on. They're going to call in them, which means that we're going to get kicked out of here temporarily. Well, I'm okay with that. Okay, no longer importing a load of stuff. We go for fish. Leather. What have we currently got, right? We've currently got stone, base metals, wood, iron, elephants, and salt. Wood we could get bonuses to, which gives us ship recruit speed. I'm not interested in that. Not right now. Go for some livestock. Fine. Okay, your job is to get here as quick as you can. Lending a hand. Ooh. Silk faction were more likely to back you. You know what? No, I don't want to owe them a favor. Yep, become friends. Okay, where's this blockade? Hello there. We have a pretty damn good navy. If you're going to blockade me, prepare to meet the navy. And they run away. Okay. Chase them down. I'll try and circle around and get some of them in a minute. I want my second army up here first. I'll leave you to my allies. Ah, you're running. There we go. Take him out there. There we go. Mass outnumber them. A bold move! Ooh, hello. A well-known man by the name of Philosopher Gabaldid addressed the Senate recently announcing the poor performance of another Gabaldid, a key member of our government. You are very good. He reinforces the offer of a sizable bribe. You know what? Sure. You're very good at what you do. You're like a 9 military. We'll take +1 diplomatic reputation. If we're going to start attacking people all over the place, extra diplo is good. We'll take morale recovery as well. And oh damn, we've got so much now. National tax. Wars cost money. Oh, there's a fortress here we need to capture. Okay, moving up. Oh, hi there. I guess I'm going to catch you. And we captured an enemy. We'll chase these guys down. And yep, they're dead. They dilly-dallied, they dawdled, they got themselves caught, and they will suffer for it. Take that. Are you going to really run at me? You are. Oh, because you're broken. Okay. Alright, well. Let's get some of our people traveling back over. Right. Moving up here. Oh, hello. Pirates. No, back away. Damn it. Barbarian. Okay. Barbarian. Where's Barbarian? The pirates are based out of here. Here we go. Crushing them. Done. I guess still working on that. Take you before you actually build that fortress you're planning on. Ooh. Unprecedented harvest. 10 loyalty, food, loyalty, popularity and tyranny, money. And you know what? They can have it. They can keep it. Right, you're suffering a lack of food. Well, you got to suffer through it. Sorry. Election soon. Well, when that happens, we can put some of these nobles into power again that are complaining. Alright, let's take their capital and fortress. National tribesman output. We've got a lot of tribesmen. Ugh, not a great ruler. Manpower recovery speed. And we've got a lack of a governor over here, which is perfect Because we need a few more. Particularly you. You're pretty good. And you're a benefactor. Sure, you're in. Ooh, a lot of fighting going on. Right, we won that siege. We don't have enough elephants. They've got more elephants. I don't like this. Oi, pirate. Stop be pirating. You know, pirating annoying. Just going through them. There we go. I think we're good now. In fact, I'm just going to put you onto... independent operation. Oh, okay. Who am I meant to be agreeing with? Oh, they're both really good. You're better. I'm going to side with you. Oh, no, they're trying to free this place up because it's building a fortress. I don't like this. There's nothing I can do. Okay, hello. Alright, let's move over here. I'll swap you back as well. And there's the fortress. They keep threatening to attack, but they might actually be successful if they do. If they just put it off a little bit longer, we get this. Oh, damn it. No, we're going to lose now. I'm going to hire some mercenaries. And they caught me. Not great. You can be in charge of the navy. Hopefully it's not a very important navy because you kind of suck. We will take ship damage taken minus 5%. Damn it. Event chain? Ooh, someone wants something. Okay. Can't afford to alienate him? Sure. Oh dear, we piss people off because we grab money because we ran out of money. Okay, hi. Ooh. People, do we want them in our nation? You we do. You're pretty amazing. There we go. Also, start integration. Start integration. Start integration. Start integration. Start integration. There we go. Now, I could end this war, but we wouldn't be able to capture you, and I want to capture you as well. Oh, hello. Oh, they might actually win that fight, damn. How are they doing that? I'll have to look at more in depth into the battles. I was kind of skimming through them, which was apparently a mistake. Because they are good at what they do. Okay, we need wood, stone, iron. We could get wood again. I don't really want wood. I'll take livestock. Hello, pirates. I could chase you down, but I'm a bit busy right now. I'll take starting experience. Okay, we can bypass that. Then walk inland from there. Oh, you had a ridiculously amazing party? Damn it. But I like parties. I can't lose popularity, I'm too low already. We can lose a bit of loyalty. We'll fine you. Come on. I think this is it. There's nothing I can really do now. Integration! Hello, do we want any of you? No. Maybe. Yes. $42, come on. Really? You're going to just stop me just shy of winning this. It's their elephants. They've got so many elephants. They're going to win. It's a ridiculous number of elephants. You're amazing. You know what? All of you. I'm feeling generous. Come on, give me a good dice roll. I've got a -1. Nope, that's not good. I should have changed my tactic from skirmishing. Forgot to change my tactics. Damn it. I'll take global food. I'll take Bostara. Come on, give me a good roll. Give me a 5 or 6. 3 is not a 5 or a 6. You gave me a 6, but they also got a 6, so that didn't work. We won our siege. Good, let's get moving. Patron God. Tax, commerce income, morale of armies, population growth. Manpower, manpower recovery speed. You know what? Manpower, manpower recovery speed. We need it after this war. There we go. Yep, let's make a friend. We still can't win that siege. There we go. Sue for peace. Everything. Except for that. Okay. We'll have to come to that then. Done. That's everything we can get. Yeah, and I think we'll... Oh god, our aggressive expansion's so high. I think we'll lose... I think we'll gain popularity, sure. We need the popularity. But that does make us really, really damn tough. Okay. Disband you. You can come up to here and be stationed there. You can come up to here and be stationed at Carthage. Don't have enough money to ransom people. Bipartisan support. Okay. The living conditions of the poor. We'll owe the populist faction. Nope, I'm going to refuse. I don't want to owe a faction. Don't need it right now. I'll welcome you, and you're an 86210. With good money coming in, election coming up. Let's do some more improve opinions. Oh wow, they really do not like us. That would be the aggressive expansion speaking. Whoops. It happens sometimes. We're gonna have to burn that off. That's pretty high. It's very high. A Tale of Four Cities. Done. Let's do that one. Ooh. Who uses the best? Probably you. Okay. And we need a governor over here. The families aren't particularly great, so I'm going to make you 11 and humble. Damn. Manpower recovery speed. We are in a pretty good place right now. That was a nice start. Although I'm a little bit worried about that ridiculous aggressive expansion. It's going to take a while to burn that off. So for now, I've been EnterElysium. Thank you very much for watching. The sponsored video, sponsored by Paradox, for the 1.3 expansion with the Punic content pack, is currently on a free week. You can go download Imperator Rome and check it out for free if you wish, and also the Punic content pack. You have to download that separately, so bear that in mind. There will be a link down below. And I've been EnterElysium. Until next time, when we're going to do some more Carthaging. Stay shiny. Whoops, I went way so long on this video. Oh well.